Welcome to What's New with Everdell. The base game comes with 3 solo modes referred to as Year 1, Year 2, and Year 3. Today let's go over the Year 1 rules. In solo mode, you will be playing against Rugwort. So choose a color for Rugwort. He prefers black. And set up the board as you would for a 2-player game, including leaving a forest space empty. Place one Rugwort worker on the upper left forest card, blocking it, and the other worker on the 3 twigs worker location. You get a starting hand of 5 cards. Rugwort does not use cards, he uses the 8-sided die. Whenever you play a card into your city, Rugwort must play a card into his city. To do so, first, make sure all your effects are resolved. If that card was from the meadow, first replenish that card from the supply deck, and then Rugwort would take his turn. To play a Rugwort card, roll the 8-sided die. The number rolled determines what card gets chosen, from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in this case, 4 means to take this 4 spot and place it in a city according to color type. And it is possible for Rugwort to have more than 15 cards in his city. After Rugwort has taken a card, be sure to replenish the meadow. And all of Rugwort's cards are taken without paying any resource cost. If at any time you have to give something to an opponent, discard what that is instead. If Rugwort has an open worker spot, you can place your meeple to make use of it. When it is time for you to prepare for season, it is also time for Rugwort to prepare for season. First, check to see if it's possible for Rugwort to take a basic event tile. If so, place that event in his area. When it comes to Rugwort's newly acquired workers, for springtime, place 1 on the number 1 spot, blocking it from your ability to use it. Although, of course, if Rugwort were to roll that number, he, of course, could still grab that card. For Summer's new worker, place it on the number 2 card. And for Autumn's 5th and 6th worker, place them on the 3 and 4 spot, preventing you from playing, drawing, or discarding 4 cards from the meadow. When it comes to the worker in the forest location, for springtime, move him counterclockwise to the next forest location. For summer, once again, move him counterclockwise to the next forest location. But for autumn, move him to the 3-point location in the journey section. And as for the worker by the river, in spring, move that worker from 3 twigs to 2 resin. During summer, move that worker to the 1 pebble location. And during autumn, move him to the 1 berry, 1 card location. After you have passed to end the game, as usual, check to see if there are any basic events left that he could take. At the end of the game, Rugwort does not score the way you score. Instead, Rugwort scores 2 points per card in his city and 3 points per purple prosperity cards in his city. He receives 3 points for every basic event that he achieves, 3 points for every basic event you did not achieve, 3 points for being on the journey location. He also scores any point tokens you may have given him. Count up his score this way and yours the normal way, and whoever has the highest score wins. Thank you for joining me for What's New with Everdell, Year 1 of the solo rules. Have fun! And I invite you to join me now as I do a playthrough. And welcome back to Everdell. So today will not be a 2-player run-through. Instead, I will play against the game, Rugwort. So they say Rugwort prefers black, so alright, Rugwort will be black. What do we do with his 2 characters, his 2 workers? Well, mine is just going to stay there until I know what I'm doing with them. As for Rugwort, however, he is preset. So just as another player would be, playing on the board just as you are, and perhaps going to a place that you wish you could go. Rugwort, first spot goes to the upper left forest location, blocking that off. I cannot go there during this winter season. So the other Rugwort piece goes on 3 twigs. So now I'm not able to get 3 twigs for winter. So that's it for Rugwort's setup. I already have my cards. I guess I could have put them there. My cards are already set up here, or dealt to me, that is to say. Rugwort doesn't get any cards. Instead, when it comes to getting cards, he just rolls this handy dandy 8-sided die. And whatever he rolls, that's the number he gets. So we'll do that, and he only gets it when we play a card into our city. He rolls the die, takes a card, and places it into his city. And he's really only concerned about having green cards and purple cards and red cards. They're not giving him bonuses or anything. He's just getting points and points and points and points. So he's just going to set those up in his green stacks, because we're setting them up in color stacks, because at the end of each season, if he has enough of the color to get one of these basic events, he's going to. If I don't get it, he's going to get it. So that's the clock coming for us. Is that everything just to get us going? I have our special events up here. We'll need the Woodcarver Chapel, Shopkeeper Post Office, Lookout Miner Mole, or Inn Bard for these. So we can use our guys to place it there and take the card. Okay. Rugwort is not concerned with gathering resources, so if I'm gathering resources, he does nothing. He's only concerned about playing cards, and he only cares about doing that when I do that. So if I'm gathering resources, he doesn't care. If I'm playing a card, oh, he's going to be playing a card. If I'm changing seasons, oh, he's changing seasons. He just doesn't care about resources, that kind of thing. If I ever have to give anything to him, he doesn't get it. It just gets discarded. Okay, so I have our points along here. I'm going to set up my city here. I figure I'll just stack Rugwort's cards up there. We have our doors when we play a construction, we can take one of those and place the corresponding critter. Okay, so because Rugwort is always following me, I go first, automatically. So that's how this run through works. I go first. So let's see what we have for cards. So we have a farm. That's awesome. We even have a gatherer harvester. Gatherer harvester are the cards that I go with. If you know the game, you know that there's husbands and wives and blank cards and named cards. And I just went, okay, for myself, I'll just go a little bit more generic. So be it. Harvester, gatherer. There we go. So we have farms, shepherd. Oh, I have a gatherer in my hand even. A shopkeeper and a twig barge. We have another twig barge down there, and a barge toad even came out. So I'm thinking gaining wood would be good, especially if I had something that lets me... Okay, so I do like the twig barge. I do like the farm. Okay. The farm is great because you can play a little bit more into your city. I'm talking harvester, gatherer. They occupy the same space. So you can have 16 cards in your city, your tableau, and they will only take up one of the spaces. These 2 cards take up 1 space. So that's how you have 16 cards in your city, because these ones, during this, other expansions let you get there. We'll get there when we get there. So I'm thinking, what is better for me? Gaining wood over time, gaining berries over time. I am the one who likes to just play construction, and hey, I get to just play a critter that goes with that. So I'm thinking gain 2. I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead, gain the stone for this, and then actually it doesn't matter because Rugwort isn't going to block me. His guys are already played. He's only going to be picking cards. So really, I could do this in any order I want because he's not going to be blocking anything until he gets change of season, in which case the river guy will then move to the next one and then the next one. So summer, I'm pretty sure, is where the sorry. Oh, I'm pointing at the wrong one. I'm pointing this where the stone gets blocked off, and then winter the berry. So okay, so it doesn't really matter. So I can go ahead and just place a guy not on the 3 twigs, but all right, I will place my guy on 2 twigs, and I'll maybe there, and 1 card, another farm, and it's a common, so I can play more than 1 farm. That is fine. Will I is potentially a different question, and that's the twig barge. So yeah, twig barge gain. Oh, and I do like that I can. So if I'm able to play a farm and then play a harvester gatherer, I'm able to play. Okay. So I'm just thinking now. Okay, let me think out loud here. So I build this instead, and I gain 1 berry. And if I play the harvester for my free 1, because you can only play 1, this would let me gain 1 of anything if paired with a gatherer. Oh, I would have to pair it with the gatherer, and you have at least a farm in your city. Okay, so I would have to be able to pair, so I would also need the berries to be able to do that. Because there's no way that with only 2 workers that I'm going to be building 2 farms. Despite having 2 farms, I would need 4 twigs to do that. That's just not happening. It just isn't. So I may be, because with the barge toad, I can gain wood, and I can gain wood for each farm in your city. Everything says what you want to do is build a farm. You know what? If everything's telling me build a farm, build a farm, build a farm, I will see what happens when I build a farm. Okay. So what do I want to do? Do I want to take 1 resin and a card, or 2 resin? I for real don't know. I'm going to go see if I can also get a card, because the second resin could come in handy in the future. Let's just go with card. Oh, historian. Oh, these are nice. Draw a card. Okay. Yeah, okay. I just realized it occurred to me I could have gotten 2 of anything. But if I'm getting resin, 1 and a card. Yeah, but I'm getting cards this way. So get the twigs. Oh shoot, and get the card. No, know what? I'm gonna stick with what I have. That's a good spot though. Okay, so I will build a farm, I guess. So building a farm means getting rid of 2 twigs and a resin, which is everything I have. Sure, take everything I have. So I'm building a farm. Farm goes into my city. I'm just gonna stand up, make sure it's still in frame and everything's fine. How about I do that? That should be fine. And then just lay my stuff right under that. You should be able to see that fine. So I have played a card. Power is gain 1 berry. Okay. I'll have it so at the top you can see. Okay, yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so the card has been played. It has been resolved. Everything about it now is done. I say everything about it now because if I had to build it from the meadow, for example, I would have to replace that card. Then everything about it is done once this power is done. Point is, everything is done relative to this card. Now that I built this card, Rugwort must build a card. So I'm going to take the die, and if I ever forget this in the future, what I'm doing now is proper. So I build a card, Rugwort must build a card. I expect that I won't forget that, but here we go. 1, The very first card that Rugwort has in his city is this Ranger. So I will start a brown bindle column. All this stuff he's not concerned about. It doesn't matter. He will count up the points at the end of the game, but he's not going to worry about all that kind of stuff until the end of the game. He doesn't have to pay anything. He just gets it. I don't know. His innate power over the meadow means he can just take what he wants because he's a. Okay, so and there we go. So I will start Rugwort up there. Oh yeah, you can see that perfectly fine. Move it up further. Oh yeah, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so we place the card. That's it. That's Rugwort. We both have a card now. I played a card. So if I ever hit the point of I get rid of cards from my city, well, he keeps his cards. So if I have 13 cards and get rid of 2 cards, well, there we go. Rugwort is going to go ahead and have 17 cards in his city. Once I build back up to 15. So he's going to keep that. That gives them the advantage of potentially having more points just for the sake of having more cards. Of course, that isn't how it always works, but that potential is there. Okay, I am going to stay in winter for one more turn. I would like to build something. This costs 3 berries and is green, that is to say. Gain 1 of anything if paired with a gatherer. So maybe I should have a gatherer first. So, which only gives you points. But then I would get a second, but then I would need 3. You know what? If this is giving me something, this is only giving me something when at the end of the game. This is giving me something if I have a gatherer. So I'm not going to get this power going into spring or this one time either. Oh, that's too bad. Because yeah, I would rather build the farm. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, do I have a gather in my hand? Yeah, I have a gather in my hand. I'll build the one from my hand. Give myself more option to draw more cards later on. So I'll build the one from my hand. The power is used. So I'll build my green and I'll build my purples. Okay, so this card is built, which means Rugwort now builds a card. And this is at end of game scoring, so it's completed. So 4. He builds a twig barge. And he doesn't gain anything. He simply takes the card, and now it's his, and it's not mine. Okay, there we go. So I'm not building anything else, right? I only have a berry that's used. If I did put in a second farm, well, that'd be great, except I would need the resources to do so, and I have a single berry and no workers. That is fine. Okay, so I am going to go into spring. I have a couple cards. Look at that. Sometimes you get nothing. Sometimes you get 2 in wintertime, that is to say. So I'm going to prepare for season. So this is my 1, 2, 3 now for springtime. And activate my green, so gain a berry. Okay. Now, Rugwort also prepares for season. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check to see if he's able to get any of those basic events. He is not. He does not have 3 of brown, red, or blue, and he does not have 4 greens. So we continue on. Now we're going to take his guy. What does he do with this guy? This goes right on the first card. I am now not allowed to touch, draw, discard, use anything. This card is strictly forbidden to me. Of course, he can still roll and draw it for his city. I cannot. Now, what happens with the the guy in the forest? Well, we're going counterclockwise, so he's going to go this way along the cards. So now this spot has opened up, and this draw 3 cards and a pebble is now blocked to me. Okay, and the worker down by the river goes on 1, 2 resin. I can now not take 2 resin. I cannot take this card, the 2 resin spots specifically, and this forest location, which this game happens to be 3 cards and a pebble. I'm pretty sure I want to put this harvester in my city. That's just good business because you add 3 bonus points on top of the 2 and 2. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 to have both of them instead of only 2 to only have one of them. So that means I need to get another berry if I'm going to do that. And if I'm going to get another berry, do I want another card or another of anything? Because these spots are not blocked for me. This will be blocked for me next season. So for the summertime, when I have a lot more workers. So I'm thinking maybe I just want to go ahead and get a okay. Get a berry and something else. Do I want to do that twig barge next? Maybe I want to do that twig barge next. Okay, maybe get the stone and then just get a berry and a stone, and now that 3 twigs is open, I can just put a worker there. Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking I can build both of these. I can have a second farm, and I can have a twig barge. And I have 3 workers, and if I focus on just building these 2, then I also get the gatherer for this farm, and the barge toad for this one, which gets me a lot of wood. So if I get wood this one time, I might be swimming in wood once this is built, because I get wood for each farm in my city. So isn't that nice synergy? And if I have a second farm, which is a common construction, so I'm allowed to have a second farm, go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm going to. So I have 3 workers. So to maximize their use, I'm going to put 1 here and gather a berry, and I'm going to take a stone. So that takes care of those. I just realized I'm going to... Yeah, but then you draw a card. You know what? I might switch over to historian. That's all good. All good. I'm good. So that gets the stone. So I need a resin and 3 wood. So if I take 3 twigs, I know I said wood, twigs, wood, 1, 2, 3. And for my third one, get the resin. And I cannot take 2 resin, so I will take, boom, a resin and a card. Okay, and I get the peddler. Oh, isn't he nice? You may pay up to 2. Also, I'm thinking, if I do end up going with this, draw 1 card after you play a critter or construction. Well, that would be lovely. So let's put the historian down first. Yeah, let's put the historian down. So pay 2 berries, get me a historian. Okay, so the blue cards I like to have right at my eyes because otherwise I'm going to forget. So I'm always right eye contact. Every time I look at my city, I'm seeing the blue card. So draw a card after you play critter construction. Not done yet. However, I have played a card, so Rugwort must take a card. And he takes the Wanderer. Okay, no Wanderer for me. So this is a second bindle. And refill the space. Ooh, a school. For each common critter in your city, get a point. Well, that's nice. So I'm also going to continue building. I am going to have this farm. I'm going to have this farm built. Yeah, I want the barge toad built after getting paired together. Have at least a farm. Yeah. So I'm building this farm next. So that's green. So that's going to be what I saved, 1, 2, and a resin. 2, and a resin, and gain a berry for just having built that. Wasn't that lovely? Anyways, so now I'm going to take this. Oh, let's take a wood one. Take this, place that there, and build, I do not have a harvester in my hand, a harvester from the field, which is not blocked for me. However, it will be next season, so let's get her built now. So they just simply go together, may share a space with the harvester, may share a space with the gatherer. So here we go. There you go, fellers. So the green is what I'm going to need to know throughout the gameplay, and then the extra points at the end of the game. So gain 1 of any resource if paired with a gatherer, done, and you have at least 1 farm in your city. Both conditions have been met, so now I can take 1 of anything. I want to refill this, so now copy any basic or forest location. That's pretty good. So I'm going to need these for this twig barge. That'll be good for me. So what of any resource? Okay, so the pebbles are going to be blocked off next turn. So I think if because yeah, this one is oh, this is going to be blocked next turn. Never mind. I'm not building that. Straight up not building that. For each common critter, gain a point. Okay, if we want to go give an opponent 2 cards, or just discard them because we're playing against Rugwort, then discard any number of cards and draw up to your hand limit. That's cool. If you're, I do like this. Place resources. Place 3 twigs, 2 resin, 1 stone, or 2 berries on the stormhouse from the supply. Done. When you use this as a worker spot, take the resources. Cool. This would leave this open. So if I went ahead and said the resource I would like to gain is a pebble, then perhaps I can build towards that next game. Next season, that is. Sure. Let's go ahead and continue on to building the twig barge. So we need a twig and a pebble, which I've set aside for that express purpose. And put this with another, green. Oh, I've been not. See, I knew that would happen. Okay. So Rugwort has 3 cards. I knew that would happen. And we have 2 cards. So we need to catch up Rugwort for 2 cards. 6. Seriously. So that's 2 green. And he needs 1 more card. 4. School. Purple? Yeah. A couple post offices. That barge toad is still there. I am taking the risk that he could build that barge toad once I build the twig barge. Okay. So he's at 5, we're at 5. Okay. Worry about what we're doing right now. So I will build the twig barge. We're green. So built, gain 2 woods for having built that. Nice. Spend a twig, get 2 twigs. So this is done. Don't roll a 5, huh? Thank you. The lookout would have been nice, but I would not have access to it next season anyways. This is red, so you need 1 red card. Okay. I'm definitely going to go ahead. Ooh, that's a nice castle. Barge toad is getting played. So take a door, place it on the twig barge. Now, barge toad says gain 2. I'll just do this. Okay. So now that I've played it, gain 2 twigs for each farm in your city. Oh, look at that. I have 2 farms. Gain 4 twigs. 2 twigs per farm. 1, 2. See, swimming in wood. Oh, 1, 2. And this just accidentally came out. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we have a ton of wood. Oh, refill this. Is there something where we would need a ton of wood? The clock tower. We already have this historian out. Well, let's look at it. When played, place 3 points here. At the beginning of preparing for season, you may pay 1 from here to activate one of your basic or forest locations where you have a worker deployed. Ooh. At the beginning of prepare for season, pay 1 and activate one of the basic or forest locations where you have a worker deployed. I.e., if I have this built and this guy's here and I pass prepare for season, well, now activate that spot, for example, or that spot, or that spot. Nice, you get a double activation 3 times. Pay 1 to 1. And I assume some people would be able to build this at the beginning. I assume this is there's 3 prepare for seasons. That's why you're putting 3. Some people would put this if this came out. Some people would go super hard for this and maybe even attain it. In winter. And okay. Wow, I want this. Rugwort needs to roll, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want that. So you're going to roll a 5. 4. Post office. Okay. Post office is a red. So there's 2 reds. 2, 2, 1, 2. So he's not taking any events right now. Now, I want that clock tower. That's nice. That would be super helpful. Or super hinderful if I build up a full city and then can't build up anymore. I like building for building. I like playing Everdell. I'm sure there comes a point where I'm a little bit more strategic. But I'm not going to be. Today is not that day. Okay. So these can just move over a little bit. So these will be my greens up. How about this? Yeah. Nice. Clock tower built. So now Rugwort needs to build something. Ooh. 1. He is allowed to take cards from where he's blocked off. He now has 3 reds. And that means he will be taking that. I don't have a worker to take it before he does. And a crane. Ooh, got a couple mess around with your city cards out here. Oh, I forgot to place the 3. So I will 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's done. I just realized I'm looking at this crane and I won't be able to get it. So that plan's out. Okay, and there's whenever you're building a construction. Oh no, I was about to say whenever you're building a construction, you always need more than one type. But no, this crane just needs a pebble. I'm not getting the crane, so don't worry about that. So I only have 3 woods, and it's not like I'm going to be building something. I need berries for literally everything to build. So then what is it? Do I pass now? It looks like I pass now. Do I really want to build something for 2 berries? Pay up to 2 to gain equal amount. I need 3 berries. 2 berries for second gatherer. Postal pigeon. Reveal 2 cards. You may play 1 worth to 3 for free. That's not bad. 2. So I could take a resin. Just thinking when I pass, might want to take a resin because get 1 for each common critter. 1, 2, 3. Right now, I have 3 common critters. This will give me 2 plus. Yeah, I do like that school. And it's not even really expensive. That castle's nice too. Oh, but getting 3 pebbles. Oh, but there's a space. Oh, but it's going to be blocked off next. I'm not going to be able to. Oh, I can get a pebble there. But that doesn't get me 2 pebbles. Oh, maybe I should work. No, I can't get that because it'll be blocked off next season permanently. Okay. Okay, I said I like this school. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We're all caught up. We're all even. I'm thinking I'm passing, and I'm going to prepare for season now. I don't necessarily need to. I'm building up so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces for 8 cards. And that's halfway there. And I still have 2 seasons to go where I get a lot more workers. And I won't be getting that castle. And I almost should be focusing on getting cards. So maybe I get that pebble. Okay, anyways, prepare for season. Yes, I prepare for season now. I take this one and I'll activate this one. Because of this power, I will discard this and I will activate that one. So, any 2. As much as I like that one, I might just want to get 2 free resin, or I'm going to be getting 2 resin because he's going to move. So this spot will be opened up. So I can just get 2 pebbles, and boom, I don't have to worry about getting pebbles in the future. Fairgrounds. Who's the fools for the fairgrounds? Draw 2 cards. That's pretty good. Maybe I activate this, get 2 pebbles for having done the clock tower. I now have 4 workers. Okay, so now Rugwort also gets a guy, and that just goes right there. This guy says no pebbles for you, and this guy counterclockwise to this force location. Oh, I also forgot to check. And he does have 3 red cards that I'm not able to get, so he does get the basic event. So this is his. It is done. So not ours. Okay. So yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is get the resin. 1, 2 resin. If I play Fairgrounds, that's 3 points, so that's nice. Also, draw 2 cards. So this would just get me 2 cards unto itself. So I'm going to wait. Oh, I drew that from down there. Wait. No, I drew resin. Rugwort doesn't have to go. I don't have to wait for Rugwort to go. So I'll play that there. I will pay. It's only when I'm doing this, playing a card, that Rugwort would have to go. So draw 2 cards. These are now mine. What do I get? The Undertaker. Okay. If I had the Cemetery, it would be for free. And if I had the Ruins, this would be for free. And there is a Ruins. Does he get paid 2 to gain 2, basically? Okay. Let's refill that. Monk. Ooh. Goes well with a monastery. I played a card. Rugwort. I want to play a card too. Okay. 7. This post office. Here's another red card. Red is already taken for basic events. Well, let's see my option. I want to see what this monk says. It's in my way. You may give up 2 berries to an opponent to gain 2 points each. Okay. That's not bad. I still want this school though, so I am going to go ahead to that worker spot over here where I get 2 resin and a twig. So, done. So now I'm going to build this. So 2 twigs and 2 resin. And this will give me a point per common critter in my city at the end of the game. So, all right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Spots taken up, 10 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, the option to have a monastery built. 2. Oh, sure, he gets the castle. Well, I wasn't going to. So that's 2 purples. Another crane. I'm not getting any cranes this game. And there's 3 ticks there. So there's 3 cranes. Okay. And that monastery. Ooh. Give 2 of anything and gain 4 points. They're very much into getting point. You know what? I'm going to try out the monastery. Which means I need a resin. And that's blocked off. So yeah, this is my only resin spot. But I also get a card. So, okay. I'll take that too. Oh, another historian. So that'll go there. Oh, I keep not drawing cards. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Shoot, I keep not drawing cards. I'm supposed to be drawing cards after you play a critter or construction. Literally, after every card I play, I should be drawing a card. Okay, let's continue. Let's remember about that moving on. So monastery, I'm going to build 1, 1, and 1. Monastery is going to be built. Done. And Rugwort sees I built something. It wants to build something too. 8. He gets a gatherer. Ooh, that's 3 purples. Oof. Oh, purples are not a thing, so that's fine. He's not going to be getting anything. He doesn't have any blues. Ooh. Okay, so I built that, and I just said I keep not drawing a card. So now I have a judge. Monastery. I'm going to... There's a monk there. I'm going to build a monk. I'm going to build a monk. Monk. Gain 2 points each per berry I have. Harvester came out. Okay, so we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards out. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So Rugwort needs a 12th card. He builds the clock tower himself. There, now he has a blue. There we go. I just said he didn't have blues. Now he does. So we refill that. Another Harvester Gatherer. Okay, so what's my next move? I was going to say, do I take the purple ones from, but there are no purple basic events. When I played this card, I was supposed to have done this. When you may give up to 2 to eat to an opponent, this just goes to this card, to gain 2 points each. So I can play up to 2, and I do have 2 that I will play, to gain 2 points each. So I'll just give myself 4. A 3 and a 1, that makes our 4. So that'll be 1, 3. Okay, so that's been done. And now there's a second monastery space. The monastery says give 2 of any resource to an opponent and gain 4 points. I don't have any resources right now. Can I give 2 to an opponent and gain... If I'm in the market for gaining points, I'm going to be getting a lot of wood. And I could get 8 points for getting rid of 4 wood. 4 of anything, but wood being most common because of this 3 twigs. Wood and twigs being used interchangeably. I'm thinking that's going to be good for me. Did I... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think I drew... I know for a fact I haven't been drawing cards, so I'm just going to another farm. How many farms are there? Whoa, 5, 8. This card says there are 8 farms. Oh, good to know. And I have, I have 1 farm and 7 critters. Look at all that. Look at all those berries needed. Okay. So am I... Oh, I still have a worker. I'm not moving into the next season. But what am I doing with the worker? Am I just going to get the wood to take advantage of that next season? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's maximize this. So 1, 2, 3. I'm not getting 2 of anything else. 3 cards is no good for me right now. Okay. So for spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 4 more spaces to fill. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Because this is 2, so that's 12 cards. Okay, I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and go into next season. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. And he's not even going to get another basic event, which I want to be sure I'm keeping an eye on this season especially. I'm going to have 6 workers, and if when inevitably something gives, then I'm going to be the one. Maybe I end up. Okay, you know what? Go for season 3, 4. Put my guys down there. Plus, I get 2 more. Okay, I have 6 workers altogether. Rugwort also gains 2 more workers, and these go here in the meadow. I only can access these 4 cards now. Okay, so what about this guy? So he just keeps moving from left to right. So in this case, he takes the berry and card spot. And as for this guy, so so far he's been going counterclockwise, right? But that would put him on the same location. Well, I cannot discard 3 journey cards. I have to discard 2, 4, or 5. Okay, so not the end of the world, but if you only have 3 cards and you're like, what? Well, there you go. So in terms of what I'm doing, what do I do to see if... Oh, I just realized I did forget something. I did forget something for myself. When I change seasons, I don't just gain workers, I also activate the green cards. Do it in any order you want. So, gain anything if paired with a gatherer, done, any of the others done. So, gain. Okay, everything is gain. This one is give. So I don't have any more berries, so I'm not going to be getting any more for that. That was the decision I made. I'm not going to get 1 berry to get 2 points. I took the wood to get more points that way last season. Okay, so go ahead. Oh, I just realized, never mind. After having said all that, I have a lot of green cards. Gain a berry, gain a berry. And if you're doing things in any order, I'll gain the berries first. Silly guy. I'm going to skip this. Let's not forget that. Gain 2 for each farm, and I have 2 farms, so I will gain 1, 2, and I will gain another 1, 2 for 2 farms in my city. Straight up just gain 2 wood. Oh, did not mean to knock the tree, of course. Draw 2 cards. I cannot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I cannot. Now, gain 1 of anything. Also give up to 2 berries to an opponent, in this case discard, to gain 2 points each. So I will once again gain 4 points for a total of currently 8 points. Nice. And I'm thinking I want to maximize just having points. I will give 2 of anything to an opponent, in this case discard, to gain 4 points. Once again, I'm gaining 4 points. Now, I didn't gain 1 anything. My mistake. Okay. Put everything on suspension right now. This happened after this. Gain 1 of anything. What is the anything that I want? What do I want to build? The storehouse is nice, like I said. Do I have any? Oh, do I have any purples? Purples. We're in the end game, so do I have any purples? I do not. I'm going to discard 3 from the meadow, replenish, draw 1 from the meadow. Darn, I wish I had purples. I wish there were purples. Okay, I do not know. Gain 1 of anything. I gain nothing from having built another farm now that I'm in autumn. Unless I really wanted another, I guess that would be a purple, yeah? Yeah, that would be another purple. That would be another purple. And I could, okay, so if I, let's see, what do I have? Okay, so a farm, I would need a resin. Let's just go there. I would need nothing to place one of them. And then, how about I gain a resin now? That will be the thing I gain. Okay, this is done. Okay, suspension over. Okay. And I keep forgetting about rugwort. I cannot take that. And I don't have one in my hand. Okay. So, what do I want to do? How many harvesters are there? 4. There's 4 harvesters and 2 have come out. What's this? Okay. Yeah, odds are good. I'm not going to be seeing another harvester when thinking about the odds. Well, then what do I want to do? Well, I want to keep the resin because maybe I want to go to the storehouse. Yeah? Of course, simply the act of building it would give me 2 points. Can't forget that part. So if I did that, berries and a farm. This card that's giving me 0 points will not be used anymore. There is no more prepare for seasons. So I'm thinking if I do the ruins, this gives me 3 more wood and a pebble. And at least I already have a historian in the city, and I could play another historian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know what? I built the historian first and then the clock tower, so I will use this clock tower to build this historian. Rugwort needs a thing. 5. Drat! That's what I was hoping to get. Bindle. I'm going to take this basic location. The cemetery is nice. I'm going to take 1, 2 of pebbles. Rugwort doesn't care that I'm taking resources, but he does care that I'm paying 2 resources to play a card. For a worker spot. I don't have to do anything with that. Okay, so that's done. Now, Rugwort. 6. Rugwort takes the storehouse. Okay, so that's green. Now you need 4 greens. It's the other ones that you need 3, but with greens you need 4 to get the basic event. So I'm not going to concern myself with that right now. Fool. Did I? Yeah, I played the playgrounds. You know what? I'm gonna send that to Rugwort. Play this fool into an empty space in opponent's city. I assume you still would give it to Rugwort. If not, it may or may not make a difference. So Rugwort got an extra card now. So now I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 spaces used. Bindles, already taken. Okay, so now I'm just thinking points. Because if I put a guy here, I have the Undertaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I have the Undertaker. Yes. I'm going to play the Undertaker. Oh, I go 5, 5, 4. Yes, I did end up figuring that out. So discard 3 cards from the meadow, replenish, then draw 1 from the meadow. So, you know what? I'm not. You know what? Mine and my. You have to get rid of. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The doctor, you need the university. I haven't seen the university. Okay, the innkeeper needs the inn, of course. Okay, anyways. So face down. Then draw 1 from the meadow. Simply draw 1. I don't see myself ending up with 4 berries. I also... 1. All of these are worth 1 point. I also probably wouldn't build another farm. Because I had a plan, didn't I? Okay. It was this. It was the play 1 for free. Reveal 4 cards from the deck or discard. 2, 3, 4. Play 1 for free. Well, this one's worth 3, so I'm going to play it. And draw 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I can draw 1. If I had some way to get rid of a card from my city, I would do it. Because then I could reveal 4 and get rid of another card, right? That's too bad. That would have been nice to have been able to use that. It would be a headache to put this back into my hand and then try to sort that out. So what can you do? What can you do? You could say, oh well, maybe don't do that again in the future. As for this game, yeah, you do get what you do get. There is no... There is no way to get rid of cards from your city. And 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But that counts the card I gave him, so he has 14. Six. He gets the doctor. And I would really like him to not get bonus points. So I need to recount these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That is correct. Removing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I missed a card somewhere, so I'll just give Rugwort 1 more card. 3, the Harvester. This is green. So it might be worth my while to take the green. Festival. Away from Rugwort. And 1 more for myself is probably just give 2 to an opponent. discard to gain 4 points. Okay, because I don't have any of these. I don't have a woodcarver or chapel, shopkeeper, post office, lookout, miner mole in bard. That just happened to not happen this game. Okay, cool. We're good. Okay, so what do we got? What do we got for points? 3, 5, 10, 16, 19, 22, 25, 28, 29. These count. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47. Okay. And yes, I am correct. These points do count. Counts left on the clock tower, for example. If it's on a card, they count towards your final score. So you either use them in-game, it'll give you in-game points, or you keep them for end-game scoring, in-game resources. Anyways, moving on. So 47 is what I said. Thank you very much for joining me for this playthrough of Everdell's Year 1 version of the solo mode. I invite you to join me next time as I go through Year 2, and we'll see you then. Have fun.